All right, we all know what week it is. We got the Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. We got a huge Week 9 matchup, which I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win. We got an injury report to go over. We got some key matchups to go over. We got some predictions to go over. But with that being said, let's get into the video. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Philly Willy Podcast. And on today's episode, like I said, we're going to be talking about the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys matchup. But before we get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are leaving comments down in the comment section below if you want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles or football in general. But with that being said, let's get into the video. All right, so the first thing that I want to cover is the injury report. We had a pretty lengthy injury report, so I'm just going to go over it real quick, and then we'll talk about some of the key injuries that were on there. So we have Grant Calcaterra, concussion, did not participate. Bradley Roby, shoulder, did not participate. Boston Scott, personal, did not participate. Jordan Davis, hamstring, limited participant. Cam Jurgens, foot, limited participant. Jack Stoll, ankle, limited participant. Milton Williams, shoulder, limited participant. Sua Opeta, hip, full participant. Jalen Carter, back, full participant. So before I talk about these injuries, I just want to say this is from Thursday's injury report. I'm recording this video. This is all that I have time to do. I got a busy weekend coming up here. So this video is probably going to come out, and I'm probably going to miss the statuses of the players from the Friday's practice. So just keep that in mind whenever I'm going over this. So you got Boston Scott. He was out personally, so he's probably going to be playing this game. I don't see him missing a game. Grant Calcaterra with the concussion, who's probably going to be out this game. And then Bradley Roby did not participate. So I've heard things that like they're trying to get him ready to go for this next game, but I don't know what's going to happen today at practice. So just keep in mind that this injury report was from Thursday, so something could change with Bradley Roby. Sorry, my light just keeps going, and I'm not going to fix it here. Don't got enough time to, but just keep that in mind. Bradley Roby could be in, he could not be out. I don't know what's going to happen Friday practice. Jordan Davis, that's good. Looks like we're going to be having him back. All these people that are limited participants, looks like we're going to be having them back. Cam Jurgens, we haven't heard too much about what's going to be happening there. If Tyler Steen's going to be starting there. So that's just something that we got to watch out for. Sua Opeta is back. He was injured in the Washington game. And a big news is that Jalen Carter has been full participant. He's been fine. He's going to be there. Hope solidify this defensive line. He's going to be the star that he is. He's just going to wreak havoc like he always does alongside Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox. And Milton Williams was that limited participant. So it looks like we're going to be pretty solid back here at the defensive tackle position. So not too much to worry about on this Philadelphia Eagles injury report. Everything looks like it's fine. No huge injuries. And so that's basically it for the Philadelphia Eagles. I just want to talk about the Tyler Steen situation. I would like to see Tyler Steen play over Sua Opeta if Sua Opeta is going to play. When Tyler Steen was in against the Commanders, he showed flashes of just being a good offensive lineman, and we chose him in the second round. So might as well see what we have in him and go from there, especially if Jason Kelce retires after this year or whenever that happens. You're going to move Cam Jurgens probably back to center, so see what we can get out of Tyler Steen here and see how he looks. So that's something that I would like to see in this game. See how he does. That would be awesome for him to get his first start in the Eagles versus Cowboys game. Just a big division rivalry, and that'd be good to see how he does under all that pressure. And I believe that he would do good. So for the Dallas Cowboys injury report, I'm just going to go over the names and what their status was. You got Brandon Cooks, full participant. Chuma Edoga, limited participant. Michael Gallup, full participant. Stephon Gilmore, full participant. Jonathan Hankins, full participant. Jaron Kearse, full participant. DeMarcus Lawrence, full participant. Jordan Lewis, full participant. Zach Martin, full participant. And Tyron Smith did not participate. So Tyron Smith is probably not going to be playing there, which is an advantage for the Philadelphia Eagles for this defensive line. But, they still got a pretty solid offensive line. So we'll see what happens whenever the game transpires. The next thing that I want to talk about is I want to talk about key matchups. First key matchup that I want to talk about is I want to talk about our wide receivers versus their defensive backs. I think that A.J. Brown will continue his 125-yard plus game streak. I think that he's going to get that up to 7 games now. I just see this happening. I just feel like the Dallas Cowboys don't have that great of corners with Diggs going out early in the season, which is a shame. It would be nice to be able to have full strength on both sides of the ball. But it is what it is, and I just don't see these corners on the Dallas Cowboys slowing A.J. Brown down. And if they do, you got Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and Julio Jones. So, yeah, I think that A.J. Brown continues his streak that he has going. I think that Devontae Smith is going to have a decent game like he did last week. You're going to have two wide receivers that are up there near the 100-yard wide receiver mark. And if Devontae Smith doesn't have a big game, I see Dallas Goedert having a big game. The passing game is going to be there for the Philadelphia Eagles, and this team is going to be able to put up points through the air. And I just think that this team's going to be able to pass the ball this week, especially against these Dallas Cowboy corners. And I think that's my key matchup. I think if the Eagles really dominate there are two spots that I think the Eagles really need to dominate. One of them, which is our wide receivers versus their defensive backs, and the second one is our defensive line versus their offensive line, which is those are usually the two key matchups that I think that the Eagles always have to be really good at, and that really helps to their success of winning. The next one I want to talk about is our run game. It would be nice to see Deandre Swift get the run game going like he was in the first couple games of the season, where he's getting over 100 yards. I'm not going to be picky and say that I want him to go over 100 yards. If he goes for like 80-something, 75, 80 yards, I'll be fine with it. I just want to see DeAndre Swift in there getting the bulk of the carries. I want to see a limited role from Kenneth Gainwell. Not that I don't want to see Kenneth Gainwell at all. I want to see DeAndre Swift get the ball more, and I would like to see Kenneth Gainwell show that he deserves what these coaches are sticking out for him. He had the fumble last week. He had the negative 2 yards. We just got to see more out of Kenneth Gainwell if they're going to put him on the field. And I think that DeAndre Swift should just get more of the bulk of the carries. And if Kenneth Gainwell's going to get on the field, those reps need to be limited, and those reps need to be him proving that he deserves to get more of the split with DeAndre Swift. That's all I'm saying about the run game. We just got to commit to it more. We got to get Swift involved more. We got to get him going, get him comfortable, get a rhythm going, and not just have him running the ball in the first quarter and then disappearing, coming in the fourth quarter whenever we need to run the clock down. I just think we need to get him going more, and we'll see what happens if Brian Johnson, what they draw up coach-wise for how they're going to call the game on offense. And the next thing I want to talk about is our defensive line. With Tyron Smith out, I think that, like I said earlier, that is a plus for us. But even with him out, they still have a good offensive line. Now, do I think that that's going to stop this defensive line from getting to Dak Prescott? No, because we have Jalen Carter, we have Jordan Davis, we have Fletcher Cox, Milton Williams, Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham. Am I forgetting somebody? Josh Sweat. Yeah, we got all these players. This is a huge, insanely talented defensive line. I think we're going to get to Dak. We're just way too talented on that side of the ball not to get to any quarterback, no matter whose offensive line we are facing. We have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. So I think that we're going to get to Dak. I think that our defensive line is a key matchup for this game. And the last key matchup that I want to talk about is our DBs versus their wide receivers. So last week we saw against the Washington Commanders that James Bradbury and Darius Slay kind of struggled. It was a little bit hard to watch. Just the one thing that I have to say about that, though, is, when we play Washington, these past couple years, they've been able to move the ball. They've been able to put up some numbers. So it could just be like a Philadelphia Eagles-Washington thing. But, as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you got to watch out. You got to be a little bit scared playing any team, because with the way that this secondary has been playing and the way that the coach has been putting them in these situations and the schemes that they've been playing, you just got to hold your breath and just see what happens. Do I think that Dak Prescott is going to tear up the Philadelphia Eagles? A lot of people are saying that he's going to. I don't see it happening. He might have like 275 to 300 yards, and you can count that as tearing the Philadelphia Eagles up. As long as we're not letting these wide receivers get like so open and they're just wide open. As long as, if Dak's making these really good throws, whatever, he can have those throws all day. But just as long as these defensive backs are not letting these wide receivers get wide open, I won't have a problem. And I would count that as not letting Dak throw all over the Philadelphia Eagles. We played sloppy last week, and hopefully they clean it up. I think that Lamb is going to get shut down. I think they're going to have to go somewhere else, maybe Gallup, to get their pass yards. I think that Lamb is going to get shut down. I don't think that Lamb is like a superstar. Like, Devontae Smith is better than CeeDee Lamb A.J. Brown is better than CeeDee Lamb. I think that these defensive backs are going to shut down CeeDee Lamb. That's just my opinion. You don't got to agree with it. That's just mine. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Dallas sucks. I think the Eagles are going to steamroll Dallas. But that's all that I have to say about my key matchups. And basically, one other thing that I wanted to touch on top of that is I see the Philadelphia Eagles winning this game in all phases. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are better at every single position that a football team has. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are better. That's just my opinion. I see it. I think Jalen Hurts is better. Our offensive line is better. Our running backs are better. Our wide receivers are better. Our defensive backs are better. Our defensive line is better. Where do we see I just don't see where the Dallas Cowboys are going to win. I mean, I could be completely wrong and eat my words, but I just don't see where the Dallas Cowboys win and the Philadelphia Eagles lose. I don't see it. If you guys see it, comment down in the comment section below. I just want to see. I want to see where. I know Dallas has been getting they have a couple wins this season where they've been winning by a huge amount of points. Guess what? You're not doing that to the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a good football team. They're going to give you a challenge, and they're going to beat you. So, with that being said, this video is almost over. I just want to go over my predictions real quick. For the score, I think the Philadelphia Eagles win 31-24. And on offense, I think Jalen Hurts is 305 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 rush touchdown. Courtesy of the brotherly shove. I think Deandre Swift has 85 yards and 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown has 133 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Smitty has 104 yards with 1 touchdown. And I see potential for a big Julio Jones game, too. If, like, Devontae Smith doesn't get going or, like, A.J. Brown gets shut down. If they're trying to, like, double team A.J. Brown to just limit him. I could see Julio Jones having a big game. So that's something sneaky that we got to watch out for. As Julio Jones, he had that touchdown last week. So maybe he's going to build on top of that. Maybe not like a 100-yard game from Julio Jones, but maybe like a 75-yard game and a touchdown game. That's a big game for Julio Jones, especially this late in his career, coming in here being the third wide receiver. So that could be a sneaky matchup that we could watch out for against the Dallas Cowboys. And on the defensive side of the ball, I think we get 3 sacks, and I think that Kevin Byard gets an interception. Kevin Byard has been Dak Prescott's weakness whenever he was on the Titans. So I'm going to call it now. Kevin Byard picks off Dak Prescott. That's going to be it for this video. Like I say in the beginning of the video, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys want to talk back and forth about the Philadelphia Eagles, make sure you guys are leaving comments down in the comment section below, or if you want to talk about football in general. But with that being said, let's get on to this week 9 matchup. Come on, Dallas. Let's see what you guys have. Let's hope it's a good game. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Everybody's going to be enjoying this game. I know I'm going to enjoy the game. I got a busy day on Sunday. I'm going to be running a marathon early in the morning, and I'm going to be finishing that up around 1 o'clock, driving home about an hour, and I'm going to come home. I'm going to get a big meal. I'm going to watch the Philadelphia Eagles have a beatdown on the Dallas Cowboys. Hope everybody has a great day. Peace.